If me and you are in an altercation, whether it's physical, verbal, and you threaten to call the police, I need you to stop and really ask yourself, how long you thought they was finna put me in jail for beating your ass? Really think about it.
I don't know, man. Depending on how bad you beat somebody's ass, you can get some time. You can get some time. Now, if you're able to finagle it to where it looked like you was defending yourself, then you got an argument. But as a grown-ass man, as a grown-ass black man, I am not risking getting in handcuffs for nobody.
What do you see? What do you see? Are you depressed? Do you have anxiety? It's my coochie lips. Next.
Crazy thing is, I was about to say that.
What do you see?
I mean, I just seen a few in my days, so let's say that.
What do you see? We'll do it this way. What do you see?
Them tatas.
A snowman? No. Titties.
Yeah,
Next.
them tatas. I know those were tatas.
What do you see?
Cheeks.
A W? No.
Cheeks.
Cheeks. Okay.
Yeah, them cheeks.
I hope you were diagnosed correctly. You, sir, are a freak. Okay. What do you see?
First off, there was no need for the name calling. I thought we was having a friendly game of show and tell.
So about a year ago, I decided to marry my best friend's ex-husband because he screwed her over really bad. I wanted to do the exact same thing. And tonight, I'm going to come clean and let him know what's going on.
You married your best friend's husband. So he f***ed both of y'all. If we being honest, he clapped both of y'all cheeks. Who you think took the L in this situation?
3 years ago, I lived in another state for my best friend. Okay, I guess one night she went into a bar. She met this loser who apparently she thought was her soulmate. So they just got together, and after a couple months, they actually got married. Look, out of the two of us, I know men very well, okay? I would never marry one because we all know they're all boys. So I decided to tell her to wait. I want to meet this man. I want to make sure that he's actually good for you. She decided not to wait, and so she still got married. What I thought was very weird was the fact that he was trying to get all of the information as far as how much money she made, how much money she actually had saved, like all of this bullshit. Mind you, this guy didn't even have a job. He had no money to his name. He was depending on his parents. Okay, so I told her that was a red flag, but she didn't listen to me. She decided that she trusted this man. She didn't want a prenup or anything. So, of course, all the money that she made was also his now. A couple months after they got married, this man decided to take all of the money that my best friend had in her account, technically their account, and he just booked it. So he took her money, left, didn't say a word, didn't say nothing. I decided I'm not just going to let that slide. Okay, I need to get revenge because my best friend is my best friend and I will do anything for her. This man never met me. He didn't know who I was. Okay, I lived in another state. So I decided that I was going to try and reach out to him, just act like I really liked him to see where things were going. And I was just conversating about how I was making a lot of money. You know, how I had so much money and that I really wanted to find someone to share it with. And so guess what? He replied right away. Of course, we got married after a couple months, and I decided just to prolong it because I wanted to screw him over as much as I could. Not only was I successful in taking my best friend's money back, but I also made this man get my name tattooed on his chest. Okay, that's why it was longer than a couple months. So yeah, he trusted me. I kept telling him how much money I was making, that I was loaded, that he would be so happy with me. He believed me and he got the tattoo. Tonight, he's planning on introducing me to his family because I have not met them. He came up with this stupid BS excuse of the story as to why I couldn't meet them until now, okay? Which I'm totally fine with because I was actually preparing a PowerPoint where I can show his parents what a piece of shit son they actually raised. Oh, and I did invite my best friend. She's obviously going to show up so that we can be there, you know, and rub it in his face, the fact that we actually screwed him over just the way that he screwed her over.
I don't know how to feel about this. You guys can tell me how to feel about this. Now, on one end, I'm proud of you for getting your friend's money back. I'm proud of you for defending your friend, going out your way to get justice for your friend. But on the other end, it's like, would that be considered poor pussy management? Or did she use the pum pum for a good cause?
I'll tell y'all this story because it's been on my mind all morning. So, I used to have this best friend that she was my best friend since I was like 11. She started talking to a teacher. Guys, when I tell y'all he was fine, like, I don't look at the Ken dolls, like, at all, but he was a Ken doll, okay? He was really nice, very attentive. Like, the way she bragged about this man, I'm like, I need to get me a teacher, too. He was so sweet to her. Like, he was very attentive. He called her all the time. She said that the bedroom was A1.
That's crazy. When I was in junior high school, I had a homegirl. I don't think none of the teachers was crossing the line. Well, they was crossing lines, but they weren't physically crossing the line. When I say that, this is what I mean. She was shaped like a grown-ass woman. When you saw her walking down the hallway, you could mistake her for one of the teachers. You feel me? And me and her, we were really close. So I remember I used to be walking down the hallway and I would see teachers sneaking a peek. I would literally see teachers looking at that ass. It wasn't only teachers though, because we used to walk home together and grown men used to drive by and damn near crash their cars taking a peek at that ass. At the time I was young, so I couldn't really grasp what was going on. And then to be honest, it was a different time back then. Because when I was in high school and junior high school too, it was grown men used to come in there and pick up they girlfriends. I'm talking about dudes is in their 20s and they dating girls that's like 14, 15.
He was so funny. Every weekend it was like a new story. It was like a fantasy world. And I was just like eating that shit up. We were 14.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just remembered that shit now when I was cleaning.
I don't know how old you are, but you see cancel culture right now? They needed to have cancel culture back then. See, the internet wasn't a popular thing back then. But it was normal for grown-ass men to be dating teenagers. And the wild thing is, these girls used to come into the school. They used to come to school and rub it in our faces.
My man make real money. My man doing grown man things.
Bitch, that's because he is a grown-ass man. And he really R. Kelly in your ass.
You're serious, right?
Yeah, I'm serious.
So, I'm taking a break. We're allowed to have breaks.
Okay, can I get my package so I can go do my shit I gotta do?
I'm gonna get you your package, but I'm on my break, and in California, we're allowed to take breaks. Do you take breaks at your job?
I don't take breaks.
Are you legally allowed
That's
to?
why I'm not an Amazon driver.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, can I have my fucking package? I'll be on my way.
I'm a dad too.
You can have another.
I'm a dad too, so I'm not gonna say what I want to say to you.
Be careful who you look down on. A lot of times we get these fancy ass jobs and we look at people who work at jobs and they're not making as much as we're making and we start looking down on them. We start talking shit about them. Me personally, I don't like social ladders. A lot of times people put themselves on a level on a social ladder, not understanding that just like that, you could lose your job tomorrow and things would change for you. Stop looking down on people because you never know when you might end up being in that same situation.
But man, I wish I could give you the
I
runaround.
wish you could too, buddy.
Me too, buddy. You see, I'm in a uniform and I can't because I'm on the job.
That's fine. Can I have my package?
Yeah, when I'm done with my break, I'm gonna deliver my packages. Thanks for the video.
This shit just got under my skin. I don't like stuff like this. I don't like when people be looking down on folks. I be having conversation with some of my friends and they be talking like this too.
And I have to keep walking because I'm not being detained.
You got anything? What's in your front pocket? The reason why you're being stopped is you got something in your front pocket looking like you're the shape inside.
That's not a probable cause to stop me. I have to be in the...
Hey, that's the new thing. Listen, when NYPD run up on you, trying to do that stop and frisk bullshit, they gonna tell you, because they got that camera on there, they gonna tell you, oh, I seen something in your front pocket. I seen you reaching for something in your front pocket.
Suspicious for a crime or under suspicion that I'm about to commit a crime.
Yeah, like I said, give me the reason why you're not stopped, bro. Yeah, you're not stopping. The reason why you're being stopped is you got something in your front pocket looking like you're the shape inside.
That's not.
You're free to go.
Give me your card, bro.
Give it to you. Relax. I'm getting it for you.
You too, bro. Let me get that. Let me get that. You too. Let me get that. Let me get your card, brother. Let me get that. These clowns, bro. Appreciate you, black man.
Have a good day, all right?
Clowns.
I don't know if they was going through or we was going through growing up, but that black dude, man, I don't understand that. Black cops from New York City. I can't talk about no place else. Black cops from New York City. If you grew up during the Giuliani era, you know what time it was, dog. It don't matter what you was doing. Stop and frisk. Coming from school, walking to school, coming from doing groceries. Imagine coming from doing groceries, you got grocery bags in your hand. Actually, imagine coming from doing groceries, you got the cart. Y'all know them little carts, the little laundry cart? I don't know if you're from New York, you know what I'm talking about. You know the little laundry basket that you used to push? So sometimes you take it, you do groceries. You got your grocery bags in there. Police pulling up on you for that. And y'all still doing the shit.
Men shouldn't date broke women. Men shouldn't date broke women because what does broke people do? They bring chaos. They bring confusion. They bring anger. They bring jealousy. And they bring entitlement. If you're dating somebody who's broke, how would you ever make more money? How would you ever grow past that ceiling? How would you ever leave your comfort zone? That's why men shouldn't date broke women and women shouldn't date broke men. Because if you're broke, that's a reflection of your character. If you're broke, that's a reflection of your ambition. That's a reflection of your laziness because we all have the same 24 hours. It's so many ways to get money. It's so many ways to get money.
This is the first time I've heard a young lady say that men shouldn't date broke women. The crazy thing is, most of us don't really care if a female is broke. Because at the end of the day, as a man, you just feel as though you can take care of everything. Let's say she's broke for a reason. She might have been in a career and she might have lost her job and you just met her. Or it could be a situation where she doesn't apply herself. She's not ambitious. If you with a chick that's broke and her whole thing is, I'm looking for a man that can take care of me. I feel as a women that think like that is a liability. They're a liability financially, but they're also a liability mentally. Let's say you're having a bad day, you're having a bad week, you're having a bad month. You know what I mean? She wouldn't know how to get you back on track. Some of these ladies think just giving you some pussy and sending you on your way is all they need to do. They don't know how to talk to you. They don't know how to speak life into you. Let's say she do know how to speak life into you, right? But it's a cost for her to speak life into you. They don't know how to pour into you until you pour into them. And let's say you can't pour into them at the moment because you're going through something. Well, guess what? This relationship no longer serves her. You're not playing your part.
So people should have that standard of not dating broke people, not because you're being money hungry, you want to take their money, but you're looking at this person's character. So if you're dating somebody with that type of mindset and with that type of finances to show for it, that says everything. I was broke before. My whole family was broke before. But my character, my willpower, my discipline made me get up every single day and find different ways to make money. I was I was selling chips and candy at school. Then I started this.
That's a fact. One thing, I was broke mentally. Oh, I wasn't broke. Mentally, I wasn't broke. Before I got the job I got now, before YouTube started doing better for me, I was doing Uber. I was working at that factory. I was trading. You feel? I was doing whatever. Even when I was in high school, me and my dad got in an argument the other day because, you know, he found out that I used to sell weed in high school. But bro, I was working at Burger King. I was dibble dabbling in the street pharmaceuticals. And then on top of that, and anybody that went to high school with me, y'all remember this, I was designing hoodies and shit and designing shirts for people. You feel me? I'll design your shit for $20. I'll put your nickname on your hoodie for $20. I was trying to get to it. I didn't give a
digital business. Now I'm 21. I made over $1 million. Man, I was broke before, but my character pulled me out of that situation. It made something out of nothing, right? And then I teach people how to not be broke. I teach people how to create digital operas and sell online. So like when they post and get likes and views and comments, people going to buy their stuff. I'll tell you about that in the caption. But I'm just saying that to say, you have a chance to make money. So don't get offended by this. You have a chance. You have a chance to make money. But when you're dating, don't date broke people. Period.
I agree with her, dog. But even if somebody have money, you have to check their character too. Because it's not just broke people that's coming with character flaws. Okay, it's folks out here with money that are very flawed and just bring negative energy. Protect your energy at all costs.